Hey, this is Billy from Permapastures Farm. Okay, we talked about what we're going to do in the last video. Now it's time to put foot to butt getting it done. Well, today the first thing was I had to do a little running around with Michelle to get materials for what we got going on inside. But while we were away, William was getting it done. He was out here knocking out this, we had a tree growing out of here before, and he knocked it out. And if you get closer, this is what we do with all our stumps. In fact, we'll take it down a little bit lower, typically we do. Instead of taking this down, or all the other ones that we have around here, taking them down to a stump and using a stump grinder, we don't roll that way. He put little holes in here, and I think they go down probably, I don't know, maybe a foot. So instead of doing any, they sell stuff out there where you can pour them on the stumps and get rid of it. Nah, we do it the old-fashioned way. Well, guess what? This stump is made out of carbon. And guess what's made out of nitrogen? Urea. So if y'all bear with me, I'm going to pee in these holes right here, and we're going to get this party started. Okay, so that stump's knocked out. I only have to save up enough urine to hit about 500 more. But the idea is, as we do this, we don't do it all at once. We basically, hey, we work out here. You got to go. Instead of going all the way back to the house or whatever, we're guys. We're just going to go where we go. And so we'll hit this maybe once every month or so, and then hit some of the other stumps. So it could be longer than that. But just for GP, if you take a regular stump and then you take another stump, drill a hole in it and pee on it, watch and see what happens to each stump. You're going to notice the one you peed on decomposes at a rate that's just unbelievable. Okay, that's knocked out. So William tore down all the vines that were on the north side and on the front face, and many of them on the back side. He's going to need my help with that because that's really a two-person job. So with that knocked out, we still got beautiful weather. It's winter. I'm wearing a t-shirt. So the Land t-shirt, by the way, real good channel, real good folks. Anyway, we're going to go inside here, and then we're going to get hot on that new stall. Folks, we're not fusing DNA here. We just need a stall. We just need a stall. It doesn't need to be fancy. And you're going to find out the stall we build in there, if we wanted, we could house rhinoceros, because we have 4x6 posts. So with that done, we're going to get hot on it. All right, so let's talk about what was previously here in this stall. Well, the previous owners had a static chicken coop. That's what this is behind me. And what you can't see on the outside is that they had a set of roosts. They have a little outdoor run, which is chain link on the outside. On the top of here, they have chicken wire. Permaculture is the way we roll. And we don't do anything in a static environment. If they are in a static environment, it's very short-lived. So that's all well and good for those so inclined, but for us, that doesn't work out. So it's going to be better served that we take this area, get rid of all that, repurpose what we can, use it somewhere else. But first things first, we're going to go ahead, post hole this ground, and it's going to take some doing. I can tell you right now, they had cows back here, and this ground is as hard as woodpecker lips. But we're going to do the best we can. We got a pickmatic, we got a post holer. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way, so stay tuned. Watch this. All right, so all we did was get the post hole digger, and as suspected, it was every bit as hard as we thought. So we ended up going down about 12, well, actually more like 22 inches, I think. Didn't need to go anywhere near that far, but the reason we did is because we needed clearance, because these bad boys are about 12 feet tall, and we didn't feel like cutting any off. So anyway, simple as can be. I mean, if this is going to be the entrance right here, dug it down, clamped it up top, making sure with this handy dandy 4-foot level that it is plumb absolutely this way, and most importantly this way. Otherwise, you're going to have a door shaped like a parallelogram, and you don't want that. So we want this to be perfectly square with that. especially with the way we're going to be doing these door hinges. So that's done. Now we're going to put a little blocking on this side, and then we're going to build this bad boy up, and we're going to use the materials we have. Not ideal, but the best. But with 4x6 timbers in here, trust me, we could have elephants, and it ain't pushing this over, not when it's all said and done. Okay, so this is mostly completed. William came up with this idea. This lumber basically came in a couple of different sizes, and he thought it'd be kind of neat to go ahead and kind of rough cut and give it kind of, I don't know, like a weird rustic feel. Maybe even looks like a castle, ramparts. I don't know what this thing really looks like, but I think it's kind of cool. Anyway, the only thing left to do at this point is put a door on here, and we're running out of daylight, and we got a few other things we need to do. So I was hoping to get this build done today. It's not going to happen today, but we're mostly there. But let's just kind of recap. The swing of this door is probably going to be hinged right there and then open out this way. We might do some things future on the top in terms of storage. We're not really worried about that right now. But inside here, it's kind of cool because you can kind of peek over and see what's up. There's a little bit of a gap in between there where you can still see a little bit what's up. The door is only going to come about 5 feet. Just like all the other doors around here. And that's essentially it. So what's going to happen is we'll have 3 real deal stalls where we can kind of do a round robin with these animals as we need. Right now we just got the 2, and we still need to get the chickens out on pasture. But what the most important thing at this point is getting this barn squared away. So William went a long ways on getting rid of the stump, or getting rid of the trees we had out there. The only things left to do, put a door on this, get that old chicken coop cleared out, get the rest of the vines on the other sides, and believe me, those are the hardest parts, and then put the guttering in the back for the rainwater catchment. Ultimately, get some solar panels out here that we can charge some batteries. And with those batteries, we can run some DC lights in here, and also a DC pump, a direct current, a pump that runs on direct current that can basically get that water from that rainwater catchment into here. Or possibly use it for other things too. I mean, we still haven't figured out exactly how big a tank we're going to go with that, or whether or not we're just going to tap right into the well right over here. Still trying to figure out exactly what we want to do on that, but it's cool that we got options. So like I said, outdoors getting squared away, indoors getting squared away, and thank God I'm wearing a t-shirt in winter in North Carolina. Hey, this is Billy, the Permaculture Pimp Daddy. Subscribe, tell your friends about us. See you next time.